But I'm telling you again, in the Northeast, without you dealing with the military's involvement in this, you will never get rid of that menace. And I can tell you again, it is those retired military officers who are involved in this same drug menace in the south.
MP Gajendra Ponnambalam that was raising an issue yesterday that I did, yes, vehemently I am again rejecting the matter that you have raised today. That is, no Triforces are involved in the drug menace. They are. That is whatever the way that you could bring about into the house. I am vehemently rejecting the matter that the Triforces are involved. That's what you are talking about in general terms. You are talking about the general terms. If you have specifically, please submit.
With his permission, and I mentioned that unless the government deals with the military with regards to their involvement in the spreading of drugs, this matter cannot be dealt with in the Northeast, and it is an unfortunate hangover from the war years, because we know, Honourable Presiding Member, during the war, the military establishment had a counterinsurgency strategy, and that strategy involved unfortunately the spread of drugs in the north and the east, so that young youth do not go and join the LTT. Similarly, there were other vices that were systematically spread. But to my surprise, the Deputy Defence Minister, who's here, that's why I'm starting my comments today, because he's here, stood up and he denied it when his speech came soon after. He denied it, saying that the military is very pure and that Gajendra Kumar Ponnambalam must produce the evidence. I can tell you this, Honourable Presiding Member, with utmost responsibility. When people affected go to the police station to make complaints against the military, the police refused to accept those statements. When these matters are brought up every month in the District Coordinating Committee, not only during this government's time, even during the previous government's time, not only during Ranil Wickremesinghe, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, even before that during Mahinda Rajapaksa's time, the DCC meeting chairmen are always from the government. Even they agree that the military is involved. But here, a government that calls for a system change, a Deputy Defence Minister standing up and completely denying it, is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. And I can tell you with utmost responsibility, the military has a presence. Honourable Presiding Member, in Vanni, the ratio is 1:2. For every 2 citizens, you have 1 military personnel. Do you mean to tell me that the military, without the military is knowing that the drug menace can happen? Do you mean to say that? Whom are you trying to fool? In Jaffna, the ratio is 1:14. Do you mean to say that without that is the official figure? With the military intelligence, we know it's much higher. You mean to say that without your knowledge, this can happen? So please don't fool us. Please don't fool us. I don't want to make personal comments against the Deputy Defence Minister. We know when he was in charge of the Eastern Province, when 2 police officers were killed at the Vamanadivo checkpoint, the LTT was accused. They tried to make out that it was former LTT cadres who were trying to recreate the LTT, which was utter lie. And he was the commander of the Eastern Command at that time. So I don't want to cast personal aspersions, but I am saying this with utmost responsibility. This government has our best wishes, right? This government will have our entire support against the war on drugs and all other vices. You will have our entire support. But I am telling you again, in the Northeast, without you dealing with the military's involvement in this, you will never get rid of that menace. And I can tell you again, it is those retired military officers who are involved in this same drug menace in the south. Because you didn't deal with it in the last 17 years, it is now a menace even in the south. So for God's sake, please make sure that deputy defense ministers don't come and whitewash what is essentially a cancer. What is essentially a cancer that started in the northeast and now is spreading all over the country. Honorable presiding member.
MP Gajendra Ponnambalam that was raising an issue yesterday that I did. Yes, vehemently I am again rejecting the matter that you have raised today. That is, no Triforces are involved in the drug war. They are. That is whatever the way that you could bring about into the house. I am vehemently rejecting the matter that the Triforces are involved. That's what you are talking about in general terms. You are talking about the general terms. If you have specifically, please submit specifically. Then we can get involved. There's no. And also that you are referring, your honorable member that you are referring that retired Triforces are involved in the drug involvement. No such thing.
මූලාසනය ඔබවන ගරු මන්ත්‍රතුමනි.
Honorable member, we don't have time because we have to finish at 6 o'clock. There's another 8 speakers are there. කතා කරන්න මතුමා.
ජාතික ජනබලවේග ආණ්ඩුව ගිය අවුරුද්දේ නොවැම්බර් මාසයේ බලයට පත් වෙනකොට මේ රටේ ආර්ථිකය
කියන නීති ප්‍රශ්නේ මොනවද?
අනු දෙක මේ සභාව ඇතුලේ ඩිපියුටි ස්පීකර් කෙනෙකුට අපි මෝෂන් ගේන්න බැරි නම් කොයි ආකාරයෙන්ද මේ ආවිලා උත්තර දුන්නේ අපිට?
කතා කරන්න මතුමා.